What's up with it, family? Happy New Year, man. Back with another video. We finna visit a town where it's legal to beat your hoe. No, I'm just playing. We finna beat a town. We finna visit a town that is literally not illegal to steal somebody's house.
What?
Like, I ain't never heard no weird type of shit like this. So it just really made me really want to check and see what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So let's get straight to it, man. Like, this is some shit I seen for real. Seen the title.
Squatters.
This guy just literally broke down my door. You shouldn't be trying to steal my house.
Hey! You want to assault? You want to
Get out of my home!
This is Seattle, Washington, a city where you can legally steal other people's homes.
Fam, nigga come in my shit like that, they getting hit with that. If you know, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause ain't no fucking way in hell you finna treat me like no doormat. You ain't finna come to my house with all these blades and shit and think you about to, oh, get out my, nigga, I'm about to hit you with that. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Are they going to pay your legal
Off
fees?
the property!
Niggas
Are you going
is
to pay
tweaking.
rent this month?
If you're on vacation, they can come. Anyone can stay.
How is this legally even possible?
They fully moved in there. They had suitcases, bags, they had food in the fridge.
Our children were traumatized by this experience.
It goes back to the old times where it's like when you showed up and you took some land, I feel like that's the times we're getting back to.
Being arrested
For what?
for being in my own home.
If the woman says it's her property and he says he lives here and she says they're squatting, she would have to go to court and go through the entire legal process to have him evicted.
Yeah, but I live here now.
Well, you do?
Sure.
Well, good for you.
Kick me out.
Look how he looking. These people is fucking tweaking, folks. Man, it's no way in hell I would live in there. That shit don't even sound right, nigga.
It's a civil problem.
This state is so broken. Oh my God.
If the owner of the press, what's a message you'd like to give to him? It seems like
Sorry?
I headed to the epicenter of the crisis, Seattle, Washington, to meet up with local journalist Jonathan Cho to see what's going on. Who's been exposing the squatting epidemic and the broken laws protecting them, starting with Sang Kim. He recently made national headlines for squatting in this $2 million property in Bellevue, Washington. After the entire neighborhood banded together to shame Kim out of the neighborhood, Seattle's Housing Justice Project paid $88,000 in delinquent rent for Kim to his missed rent out of taxpayer dollars.
How much longer are you going to be staying here, sir?
Get out of the property!
He intentionally is not paying rent. He's exploiting the system.
But why is Kim still squatting in this house, and why won't he simply leave? Morning, Jonathan. We're back.
Hey, what's up? Back at the scene of the crime, man.
So, right behind us, we have a beautiful view. We're in a nice...
Get the fellas. Get the fellas. Hey, come on. We finna go kick this little short motherfucker out. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? You not paying rent. Like, nigga, you got me fuck. The whole neighborhood, twin. Like, y'all just sitting out there with signs, nigga. We going in that bitch with, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ass neighborhood. How much
do your homework, twin. For real.
these houses?
I mean, on average, $2 to $3 million. This is the elite Woodridge neighborhood with gorgeous skylines of downtown Bellevue. I mean, everyone wants to live here.
And when I mentioned squatters to you, you said you got to come down here. I have a story for you. And then I saw the story pop up on my Twitter feed.
You can't make this stuff up. It's now a global story. I mean, you've got Daily Mail on this. You've got The Mirror, The Sun, national networks like Fox News covering this. You've got this guy, Kim, who's been staying at this house now for more than 2 years now, and he hasn't paid a single penny of rent after the first month, that is.
So we're going to knock on Kim's door right now, ask him if he's going to pay this upcoming rent. So right in front of us, we have 2 no trespassing, 3 no trespassing signs, car parked right in front.
Problem now here in Washington is that the homeowner, Jaskaran Singh, even if he wants to evict the guy, there's a backlog of eviction cases in court. It's a broken system. If Kim doesn't pay in May, Singh says he will start the eviction process for the 4th time. There have been nearly 2 months of protests, public shaming of Kim to get out, but still, Kim is hunkering down.
So Kim did in fact eventually pay the amount he was owed.
Housing Justice Project used taxpayer dollars. That's the key. And he knows the system so well that he can take advantage of it.
But before I confront the squatter, let's talk to the homeowner. There he is. I'm here with
Jaskaran Singh.
Singh. You own this home, right?
Yes, sir.
How much did this home cost?
Right now, value is close to $2 million. So
2
I live in
million?
this country 18 years. This is my second investment.
So, cause this nigga know the system so well, he able to abuse it and stay in this house that he's not paid rent in over for fucking 3 years. And this man got to start the eviction process over like 5 times. Folks, we going get the fellas, like I said, get the fellas. We finna go in there with that. If you know, you know. Like, we're not finna play. Get the fuck out, man. Like, gonna kick this little short ass nigga out of there. Man, like,
Property, and it took me a while. It's my hard-earned money invested here.
And who currently lives in this home?
first off, I'm in that bitch like this. Get the fuck out, nigga. I'm on that bitch every day, nigga. Like,
What?
He's a squatter. He has been exploiting the system since 1996. He has done multiple scams, and being an immigrant, I was tricked by him, and I trusted him and his family to give him on a rent. But he's not living for last 2 years, and he's exploiting the system.
How did
he's
it go
exploiting
down?
the system.
He
He's
paid
not
the
living
first
for the last
month
2 years.
and the second month and the last month as a security deposit, and it's he didn't pay afterwards.
Okay.
Fourth eviction if he doesn't pay the rent next week.
So when you say fourth eviction, what does that even mean? I would assume the first, second, or third.
The fourth eviction, if he don't pay month next week, I think that's what you just said, if I'm not tweaking. After the first eviction, he would have been out of there. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all talking about all these fucking laws. They don't even the law don't abide the law. Y'all seen what this nigga in my last video, if you subscribe, or watch any of my video, you seen this nigga hit that fat, and he was folded like a pretzel, twin.
What?
Like, we going in that bitch with that, yeah. yeah.
We get him out of the house.
That means there's a housing justice project. The system is protecting basically. He's paying his rent through our taxpayer money. He's getting a lawyers from our taxpayers' money. He's milking the system, and we need to stop it.
How much money have you lost on the property since he's been in here?
It's a lawyer fee close to 35,000. The rent is paid, but the mental, I live just 1,000 feet from the property, and I can't drive on this road.
35,000.
You legally cannot drive through this road.
Yeah, legally I was not able to till last Wednesday. And this should be a message to all the squatters that we will get you.
We will get you.
We'll get you. Enough is enough. If you're on vacation, they can come. Anyone can sit. So watch out, guys. It's what I expected. And people from India, Australia, England, my friends, relatives, they're calling me. They're saying, what? This is what happening in America?
Do you think he'll pay rent this month?
I have no idea.
Nah, you need to go back over there and tell your fucking folks they got the whole goddamn America misconstrued, because ain't nobody going for that shit, fam. I'm telling you.
What?
I mean, I'm sure it's all over bro. You come to Alabama doing that shit.
Can you knock on his door and ask him?
You can go ahead.
But before I knocked on Kim's door, I wondered, what does the neighborhood think
Look at
about
his
this?
ass.
This is a nice neighborhood you guys live in.
Thank you. Yeah,
My name's Tyler, by the way.
Jeff.
How much do houses typically go for around here?
Recently, there's been some selling for 2.5, 3. New houses are going for almost 4.
Do you own a home out here?
Yes, this one right behind me.
How would you feel if someone moved into your home when you were on vacation and then refused to leave?
That would be unbelievable. I don't know what I would do.
Sure.
I would probably first call the police to see if they could be removed, but with the situation we have across the street, obviously that's not a deal.
Do you think the law is on the homeowner's side here in Washington?
No, not currently, because we thought, once we sell this house, if we could afford to hang on to it, we'd like to rent it out. But after the last year, this guy across the street, we've thought differently about that. I don't understand why he's been able to remain in there. I understand there's a housing project that will pay his rent, but I think the taxpayers are the ones paying for that money that's going to him.
Sure. Do you think the laws in Washington should change as it relates to squatting?
Absolutely. I think King
Man, we is not allowing no squatting in Bama, fam. We not allowing that shit. We don't give a fuck about no law that says otherwise. You not finna come in my shit on vacation and think you finna stay in my shit and think I'm just finna be like, oh, the law says, I can't do that. So it's just fuck. No, if you know, you know. And I'm telling you, bro. Look, again, Happy New Year's. It's 2026, y'all. Man, it's time to grind, bro. Hey, FOT family, let's get it, bro. We forever out the trenches, man. That's how we doing it, bro. Forever out the trenches. Entertainment, bro. You know what I'm saying? This entertainment is out the trenches. Well, not yet, but forever out of there.
County needs to do a lot of stuff ever since they started
And for real, subscribe, bro. Subscribe.
making drugs legal over there in Seattle and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but we're considering moving out of this state.
All right, we're going in. So this is where it gets weird. I don't know if Kim will come to the door if I'm there.
All right, give me a moment.
So maybe you should go.
Hey there. What was that? We're here with the press. We're just seeing if we could talk to you about the squatting situation. The squatting situation?
It's already been settled and all that. So
Okay, we're wondering if are you going to pay rent this month?
can you please get off the property?
Yeah, well, we got
Get off the
authorization from the
Get off
landlord
the
to come.
property.
Sure.
I'm the one who's living here. Get off the property.
Okay, is HJP going to pay your
Get
legal
off the
fees this
property,
month?
Please.
Are they going to pay your
Get
legal
off
fees?
the property.
Sure, no, we will leave, but we're just wondering if you're going to pay your rent and redeem yourself.
That's my business, not yours.
Okay.
Off the property.
Well, it's taxpayers' business, right?
No, it's not. Property.
What if the taxpayers are paying your legal fees?
They're not paying.
Not this time? All right, well, here's the thing I want to emphasize, that from his perspective, he's the victim.
He's always framed himself as the victim, as this Korean national who's just trying to live the American dream. You know, he's not trying to hurt anybody, but in fact, everyone's hurt him. And he uses, Mr. Singh as an example of a crooked landlord who never fixed any of the appliances and just would constantly pressure him. But as you know, Singh also had a temporary protection order filed against him by Mr. Kim, and Singh prevailed. He won in court.
So there's no world where Jaskaran could come in here, change the locks, and they could leave.
That's not going to happen because I think that's against the law here in Washington State now.
He would go to jail.
He would go to prison.
Since filming this, Sang Kim has refused to pay rent on time again, and Jaskaran will be moving forward with his 4th eviction attempt. After meeting the intermediate squatter Kim, what does the beginner squatter look like? I met up with Andrea Suarez, founder of We Heart Seattle, who said she knew where we could find some squatters nearby.
Up until recently, this building was used as a squatter's haven, and just recently fenced off, and recently we're seeing action here where it's being finally demolished. This was, I guess, had been squatted in for months. The neighbors had called multiple 911s, multiple fires. Nothing was ever done about it. The police couldn't really do anything about trespassing because it's on private property. Yeah, you can see.
That's what I'm saying. Huh, 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 huh. If you know, you know. You feel me? Stop playing with me. Get out, nigga.
All the boards, all the access points, the broken windows. I'm sure there was working plumbing, showers.
You seen anything going on here as relates to squatting?
Like, I have noticed that, like, this house has been pretty much squatted or unoccupied for, like, the last 2 years I've lived here.
2 years?
Yeah, like, I've literally never, ever seen anyone live here or, like, anyone actually own the house, it seems like.
What are your thoughts on squatter rights here in Seattle?
I mean, I think it's a bit ridiculous, in my opinion. I just think they have a little too much rights for what it is. Like, I mean, people work hard to own a house like this, and to literally, if they're just looking to...
As an American citizen that lived in America a long fucking time, they don't even care about our opinions, fam. They're gonna act like they do, but they don't.
rent it out and they can't find someone to rent. Like, rent's ridiculously expensive right now, so it's like just someone can pretty much just hop into a lot of these houses. A lot of them are unoccupied, and I think that's a little ridiculous for how hard a lot of the people work around here, how expensive a lot of these houses and the property is.
Thanks, man. Okay, what do we got?
All right, this one's abandoned here.
Do we think there's a squatter inside?
Oh, this one looks like it's open.
Yeah, it looks pretty active. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, that looks, no, it's a dead end.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nightmare, man, for all the neighbors who have to live next to these empty houses that are probably set for demolition. And the squatters know where to go, and people live in here. And, you know, there's no heat, there's no electricity, so you've got to stay warm, right? Sure. So you start fires. And that's why you have all these scorch marks on pretty much every single structure here.
It's the fire, the murder, the body, the outrage by neighbors, calls to the mayor, media that is in critical mass is finally, then there's action. Tragedy always has to happen multiple times before action has been taken, and thankfully we're seeing that action being taken now. We've cleared over 1.2 million pounds of trash, 35,000 needles. We've found 12 dead bodies, and we've helped hundreds of people off the streets, into detox, back home, back to mom, back to grandma, back to their families, get clean and sober, get a job, because it doesn't seem like any other social service wants to do anything but enable addiction.
People that live right here, I just want to emphasize, we have lights on. This is someone's property. Right next to them, active squatters, active fire, building getting shut down. They said a body was found out here?
Yeah, bodies unfortunately get dumped in these empty houses, abandoned buildings. So who knows what's going on in these places. Right now it's boarded up, but I truly believe within a matter of weeks, somebody's going to try to go back in.
I mean, if you peer through the window there, oh, it's like freshly boarded up. We're gonna go to another property where active squatting is going down and meet a guy named Caesar, the king himself. Looks like she's found out where it is at the needle caps. I think we've arrived. Watch your back, don't get mugged. Use common sense, genuinely, I don't trust this.
Remember the last squatter motel?
Yep.
The hilltop? Just a few hundred feet down.
Right over there.
Next to all these squatter houses. It makes all the sense.
This is where we pulled over, found the guys.
Yeah.
It burned down.
Urine bag here, guys.
Wow, there's urine bags.
Caesar, welfare check.
Several houses on this side of the road alone. Look. Hey, you okay?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, hey.
Hey there.
Whoa, man. Yo, what's up?
How you doing, bro?
Guys.
We didn't know if you were alive.
I'm alive. I just didn't. I went to work on that card, bro.
Dude, we gotta talk.
Oh my God.
Last time we saw you, you were in the
Boston right now, bro.
Dude! We meet again! This is Caesar. 4 months ago, Jonathan and I found him squatting in this abandoned building, and 11 days later, the building was found to have burned down. I had no clue what happened to him since, and the viewers loved him.
Oh, yeah.
You got all your tools.
I'm a boss. You got my Ray-Rays right here, my Ray-Ban. You know, this is where I'm gonna make my fortune.
Are you concerned about this right here, the propane tank? No?
I done firefighter training.
Really?
I got a lot of skills, Ray.
Dude, how did it go? What
Remember
happened?
us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Tyler. We came last time.
We've reunited. Can we see what's going on?
I recognize your voice.
Yeah.
So I'm painting right now. So just mind your clothes, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, heard.
Andrea.
So we met the man who we spoke to in the building that burned down. I want to hear your story, man. What happened to the building?
He was gay, bro, and he wanted to do gay stuff with me.
Oh, he was trying to smash?
Yeah, and I was like, I'd rather burn in hell. And he tried to burn me, Holmes.
So trying to kill you?
Damn, this nigga said this dude was trying to fuck him. And he told him to burn the hell, so he tried to burn him down. He burnt the whole damn house down. These folks is tweaking,
my God.
He tried to kill you in the fire?
He lit the fire, bro.
He lit the fire to spite you because you guys wouldn't have gay
I
sex?
think, I don't know, bro. I haven't been like...
I thought he might not even be alive. No, dude, Caesar, we have so many people on the internet that have believed in you, wanted to hear what happened to you. We found you. We know you were Caesar.
I knew you guys were going to find me because this is the way it works, bro. You know, that's how God works.
Caesar, 10 million people saw you, and you saw the video, right?
But what am I supposed to do, bro? Hop on nutsacks or what? Like, I'm over here chilling, dude. Like, all this right here is all dumpster dive.
Wow. This is the most unexpected reunited moment of all time. We never thought we'd see you again. So we got wet paint. I just want to establish, Caesar, you've been grinding since we last saw you.
See right here, like I don't have tape. I can't afford it.
So tell me about your project in here. It's blue. It's nicely painted.
Oh, well, first I painted it white. I wanted white on white.
I want to hear a story here. Yeah, let's.
But then I ran out of paint. What are you supposed to do? So
I'm gonna let it be known you have like $1 million view right here. Look at this. That's badass, dude.
I know.
Have you spoken to the owner?
Man, you guys were crazy, dog. They were trying to knock down the door. I was like, I recognized your voice and what you were talking about. I was like, oh, that's that fool.
So, actually, I want to bring this up, Caesar. We have some Australian YouTubers who thought we burned down the building after meeting you.
Wait, look what it says in the corner. The footage of the house burning is from the Cho show.
Wait, the news footage used Cho's footage?
Yeah.
That means he was the first
He was
one
the
there.
first person there. After all the shit I've seen in this video, I'm going to say, just my opinion, not real. These guys burnt these men alive.
What actually happened?
You know, the toilet flushes backwards down there, so I don't know.
I remember last time we saw the porn on the wall. Was that you or
No,
the
that
guy?
was the other fool. So that is what he was aspiring to be like.
Oh, the woman. He wanted to be the woman.
Dude, yeah, so like, I thought he was just weird. You're in Seattle, bro. There's a lot of weird shit here, so like,
See,
I should've.
I actually made a comment. I said at least you're straight, but that guy wasn't straight.
No, so I thought the same thing. I was like, oh shit.
So, Caesar, you know you're squatting though, right?
Yeah. What am I supposed to do though? Like, I don't want to work for anybody else because they just keep douching me.
This is sick.
Bro, this nigga got all them talents and shit. That shit crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. I don't even know what to say on this, y'all. For real. What y'all think, bro? And look, bro, if you like these type of videos, let me know in the description below. let's get back to this video, man, and don't forget to subscribe.
It's pretty sick, bro.
A mill or two?
I don't know, bro, but I'm hoping to impress the property owner when he comes kicking me out.
If the owner of the property sees this, what's a message you'd like to give to him? It seems like
Sorry. I'm here to do this for me and for my future, and this is just the best I could come up with as far as showcasing my skills.
Sure.
They know how they left it.
Oh, you got a trap phone too.
That's the state phone. Woo! This one.
Pleasure, man. But what happens when you buy a home and there's an old tenant who's been living in there rent-free for the last 2 years, who refuses to leave, leaving you with $1.4 million less, stuck with legal fees in court for the last 8 months, and forcing you and your 4 kids to move in with your mom and dad? Well,
I told you what's gonna happen. If you know, you know. I'm trying to tell you.
that's allegedly the case of our alleged white-collar squatter, Steve Hickey.
We just wanted to take a look at the squatting epidemic in the United States, but this is unique because we have a guy in a position of power, relative wealth, doing well for himself. He's not some degenerate, jobless bum breaking into someone's house. This is a well-known figure in the community. Is he legally allowed to be there right now?
Based on what I can tell, I mean, the answer is no.
Just for the viewers out there, a month or two ago, I called someone out as a scammer, and it turns out they weren't exactly a scammer. So coming into this situation, I'm a little bit skeptical. I want to make sure this guy is in fact innocent till proven guilty. We want to hear both sides fully and then come to a conclusion, if any.
Yeah, you know, and this is really complicated for me as well. I was a little hesitant to take on this story, and frankly, I don't know where it's going to go because it's still early on. He's not only an industry colleague, I would consider him a friend, somebody who's given me news tips, somebody who's helped me out in the field, like one of the nicest guys you'll meet. But the allegations are just like too ridiculous now to ignore. So as a journalist, I've just got to be objective now. He has more than 1 million followers on all of his social media platforms, and he's just well respected, and he does decent work, especially during a time when American journalism is in decline. Frankly, I've, called him several times already and had private conversations, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if these are true, these allegations that is, but if they are, you got to settle these. And I've just tried to walk him off the cliff and say, look, man, it's not worth your career. He knows the law. He knows how to take advantage of the system.
Before confronting Steve at his own garage sale, Jonathan and I were invited to a victims party hosted by several alleged victims of Steve, appearing in person and on Zoom. I'm here with
Lee Strom.
And what did Steve do to you?
Steve failed to meet his contractual requirements about 3.5 years into a 5-year contract. He stopped paying any rent as he was supposed to and became a squatter.
And he cost you roughly
$150,000 plus attorney fees.
Katrina Freitag. I purchased this home from the Stroms, of which Steve Hickey has been squatting in since September of 2023.
How much in delayed or absent rent have you not received from Steve Hickey?
Since purchasing the home, so over 7 months.
Which would equate to roughly?
Upwards of probably $50,000.
Jessica Scotti and Chris Scotti.
What did Steve do to you guys?
Well, the home that we're sitting in, he basically backed out once he had quite a bit of money that he could get his hands on from our bank loan money from Flagstar Bank. So we basically were left in shambles with about $40,000 in liens, as well as about $90,000 in bank money that was still should have been accounted for, that he could not provide the proof of where that money went.
So now we're in the process today, of really vetting what's going on, and we're trying to connect the dots and really follow the paper trail to see where this goes. Because what I laid out to Steve was that his career was like on a rocket ship. Why would you risk everything that you've accomplished to allegedly squat in a house? To me, that made no sense.
I know multiple people that invested with him that some of them just want to move on with their life. He wreaked so much havoc in people's lives. One of them was my wife threatened to divorce me. I had to pull out a home equity line of credit to pay the guy off to get him out of my life. He plays on people's emotional, and he just wears them down, and to the point where you're just I just need to keep moving on with my life. But he's wreaked havoc on so many and allegations, but I know this is true from what I've heard, he stole from a quadriplegic vet, somebody who served and protected our country.
Okay, can you explain your guys' relationship with Steve Hickey?
Yes. I have no complaints about Steve up through 2021.
Okay.
It was in 2022, in April in particular, that he stopped making payments. And after April, we went through.
Man, ain't nobody bullying me from my motherfucking home, twin. You hear me? Ain't nobody bullying me from my motherfucking home, twin. Like, this shit is not going on. That squatting shit ain't going on. I told them niggas they gonna have to come to Alabama and try that shit. We not going for that shit, twin. If you know, you know. I'm telling you. Niggas not, I'm talking about, bro. Niggas not doing that shit, bro. Do your homework on squatting if you don't know what that means. Squatting. Yeah. I said, do your homework if you don't know what that means. I'm talking about squatting like motherfucking come in town, like just come take somebody's shit and they can't do nothing about it type shit. Like, nigga, yeah, nigga, we not having that shit. We not doing that shit in Alabama. That's what I said. You not doing that shit in Alabama, fam.
through a phase where he was trying to renegotiate the deal. We never could come to terms with each other on that renegotiation. And in June of 2022, he told us he was going to purchase the property, which was great. We, in fact, signed papers. Notary came to our house in Arizona. Everything looked good.
And then not only is he doing this shit, they tried to evict this nigga 4 times. Nigga, listen, fam. Eviction is different from that, bro. Like when you get evicted out the house. No, I didn't. I said eviction. No, I didn't, fam. Bro, see what I'm saying, chat? Y'all, like, this dude be doing it, bro. Like,
But the money never transferred.
I'm
It
trying.
never happened. And when I questioned him about that, he just, at one point, just said, I'm not going to pay you.
So real quick, before you sold the property to Katrina, how much money was delinquent that he owed you via rent?
Roughly $150,000.
Damn!
Was there any additional counsel or legal fees that you
And not
incurred
only
throughout
that,
that
the
process?
landlord,
Yeah, about 30.
and not only that, the landlord spent $35,000 in lawyer fees, and they still didn't evict this motherfucker. He know how to damn exercise the system, boy. He doing that bad. Them niggas can't do nothing. Nigga got like 4, huh?
2,000 up
This man.
to this point in time because we were still pursuing him legally.
And during that 15 months of delinquency or lack of payment, did you try to evict him from the property?
Yes. In fact, we went to arbitration because our contract called for that. We prevailed in that arbitration. He was ordered to pay us, and he just ignored it, essentially.
And
Rather
then,
than paying the amount in full, he went to court with you and also incurred legal fees, battled it out in court?
We're still battling.
and then not only that, they say this nigga missing like over $1 million, like, you know what I'm saying, a year type shit just because the dude ain't paying rent. Like, the nigga living rent free. He just went in that bitch and took the house and started squatting. And they can't do shit about it because he know his rights. In that type of city. If I said if you know, you know. If you know, you know, twin.
Yes.
To this day.
To this day.
So after a year and a half of not paying his rent,
Solid,
you sell this property
that's
while
what it's
he's
gonna
still
sound
in
like.
it to
O&M
Katrina?
shit.
Yes, and we were very upfront about the situation at the time. Once she's able to get him out of there and get the property back up to speed, her equity will, I think, cover it.
And Katrina thought he may leave?
I believe that's true, but you should ask her.
Attorneys reviewed the situation. He was in the house, and I believe it was a 5-year lease agreement was to be up end of September, and he had not paid rent.
So it was under your belief that he would leave the property at what point in time?
When I purchased the home, we submitted a vacate notice and lease termination for 90 days. December 31st, he was to be moved out.
And did he move out?
No, he has squatted since, have not received any rent money.
He really fooled us, is what I would say. When he dropped off his first rent checks, he came in a helicopter and did it. He landed in the front yard in a helicopter.
Wow.
With a film crew.
He was actually flying the helicopter.
That's awesome.
It really just made us feel more sure about this guy.
He's steady financially.
That's the con man part of it.
You've never gotten to move in, enjoy the home.
No, the primary purpose was for my primary residence with my 4 young children to be raised in the residence, enjoy the property.
Financially, how much has his occupation or squatting in the property cost you thus far?
Just in rent alone, that's about $50,000. Attorney's fees, I did have this point with my current attorney. It's upwards of, I would say, $40,000, including damages caused to the home itself during site visits. It is not being kept up as well as maintained at the very least. So I believe that's upwards of probably another $75,000 to $100,000.
Why did you agree to speak with us about the situation?
I feel it's the right thing to do. Not only supporting landlords in Washington State, but King County as well, the current timelines in getting a show cause hearing to actually get a squatter out. And what is that doing to those landlords?
Can you guys explain your relationship to Steve Hickey?
In 2020, right, we met with him to interview him to be our builder for this home.
This beautiful property with a triple rainbow behind us.
Thank God we were able to keep it after what he put us through.
So you contacted Steve and asked him to do what specifically?
Well, to be our builder. Steve basically was approved, and then we went through the process of basically allowing him our entire loan construction fund that was allotted to us to build this home.
Did you vet Steve at all before you hired him?
Well, based on the fact that he put our children on his fire truck, he was a man of the community. He was sitting at District 47 as a commissioner, fire protection agency. I mean, he had his whole shtick down. So we just proceeded. So he was literally wired our money every time we got a bank wire for supplies or the next phase in the project.
How much money in total was wired to Steve for the construction of this home?
The total amount that was in question that he should have showed receipts for was about $90,000 that he just skipped town and walked away with. We said, show us where the money went.
And he said?
And he said, no.
And then what happened?
And after that, the communication went silent.
The stress of it, my husband has an autoimmune disorder that's triggered by stress, and he almost was hospitalized. Our children were traumatized by this experience.
How would you characterize Steve from your time meeting him and spending time with him? How is he as a person?
I mean, he's a criminal.
Do you think he'll try to lie to us tomorrow when we confront him with the evidence in case?
Of course he will.
Was Steve a white-collar squatter? Or does he have rights to the house? And if so, is the legal system broken in Seattle? It was time to meet Steve himself at his own garage sale at the property he's allegedly squatting in as we speak.
I don't know how he's going to respond, Tyler. So I'm hoping that it's respectful. I hope that, he shares his side of the story. I hope that this is all a misunderstanding. Quite frankly, Steve has so much to lose. So I'm wondering why he would take this risk and gamble, because he has a career as an independent journalist. He's an elected fire commissioner. He's got a family. He's got a daughter. So let's see what he has to say.
Okay, so with eviction notices, confirmation via court confirming Hickey's failure to pay since February of 2022, and text between Steve and Jonathan giving Steve a chance to explain what was going on 2 weeks ago, that Steve eventually ghosted after saying he would personally send Jonathan's way, how would Steve defend himself? Does he have any evidence that he could present that would invalidate any of these claims?
So far, I haven't seen anything, and I've asked him now for nearly 2 weeks to produce something that would show that he has a right to stay in the property. I've given him every opportunity.
Maybe it is a big misunderstanding.
I hope it is.
We're gonna go there now and give him a chance to speak for himself.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Steve?
Homie, no, that shit is
How's
not
it
about
going,
to
man?
work.
My name's Tyler. So we're doing a piece on squatting here in Seattle. We wanted to reach out. My name's Tyler.
You guys yesterday, right?
What was that?
The attorney got a hold of you.
We wanted to ask you a little bit about that, actually.
Come on back here.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
get your calls.
I appreciate that. How are you doing today, by the way?
Doing okay.
Are you calling the cops? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, come on, we can do it.
Okay. Oh, we wanted to give you an honest chance to just kind of
You
explain
didn't
it.
fly out here for an honest chance. You know that.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't fly all the way out here for none.
What are you talking about?
Apparently they're online YouTubers. That's what they're saying. One of them's Jonathan Cho, another one is Tyler Oliveria. Well, they're here with microphones.
Bro, you weird, bro. You weird, bro. You know what you doing. So that's what I be saying. They use the law as a big ass flex, bro. Like that as they can do anything they fucking want to, and they don't. Man, that shit. She don't sit with me, twin.
In my face, wanted to ask questions, but I want you guys to get out here as soon as possible because they were already told through the attorneys not to come on the property.
Start from the beginning here.
There's been an ongoing real estate contract dispute. I know Jonathan's making a name right now, bringing out a squatter out in Bellevue, which is a clear squatter. He's been doing quite well with that. This is not that. This is a real estate transaction gone bad. The litigation shows that. We are currently in litigation on this. I come in here, given the previous owner hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash for rights to purchase the property. He then blocked me at every turn to execute those rights. That's what we're in contract for. I'm not going to give you paperwork that's involved in an ongoing litigation. If you guys want to do that, you obviously have paperwork, have at it. I'm not going to participate in that show. Does this look like a squad? Is there piles of trash and so on? Like, this is not that type of situation.
Steve was right. Technically, he's a holdover tenant, and here's a lawyer explaining the difference.
Well, in Seattle, we make a distinction, and actually across the state of Washington, between squatting and, say, someone who's a holdover tenant. Let's say I go away on a vacation, and someone breaks into my home and starts living there. That's a squatter. That's different than if I rent someone else a home, and then they stop paying me. Now we have a legal dispute about debt and how much they owe and maybe the condition of the property.
So squatting, holdover tenants, two different legal categories altogether?
Yeah.
She owns the home, right?
Mm-hmm. She bought the home, yes.
She owns the home.
We can keep playing this game or you can let me speak. Which would you like to do?
The previous owners have stated you failed to pay rent for a year and a half. Is that accurate?
The previous owners breached contract.
In what ways?
It's all in the paperwork. They breached contract, failed to perform, and then I withheld performance after they failed to perform. It's just that simple. Should have not closed on the home. She should have let this resolve itself and done a purchase pending this resolution. I was blown away that she was willing to close under that pretense. No savvy buyer would have done anything like that. She is a savvy buyer. Why is Jonathan after me, though? Why do you think that is? Instead of the 100 other people who've actually taken money, because one of his big narratives is Kim's been taking money to cover his rent, right? From this, that's never happened here. That's not what this is. This is a real estate purchase contract gone sideways.
But the truth is, after requesting court documents from King County and reading hundreds of pages of case documents, Housing Justice Project was, in fact, involved and legally represented Steve in the early stages of this process. Now he has a new attorney fighting on his behalf. Well, I want to emphasize that this isn't just about you.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
You're an example.
I don't believe it's just about me, but for you to fly all the way out here and come here, especially after what the attorney
we flew out to the state of Washington.
Steve, here's what the fact of the matter is.
Mm-hmm.
You said you would send me documents.
I did not say I would send you documents. I said I would talk to the attorney, and you can get anything you want.
Jonathan, can you read the text?
Go for it.
I mean, I have the text right here. We now have more than a dozen other victims who say you've run a construction hustle.
That's bull.
This one.
That's bull.
So you can take this this all goes away if you show documents that show you own this house and you're not squatting.
So you want me to show you documents that are part of ongoing litigation?
Yeah.
Bull.
Steve, can I ask, why would you be opposed to simply showing a lease agreement you have
because we're
that's
in
valid?
Court arguing it. Why wouldn't you actually support the law system that is in place here?
So did you pay for those 15 months? Simple question.
He did not. He failed on his end of the contract, which is what
Did you pay for those 15 months?
He failed to end on the end of the contract.
How did he fail?
He did not let me execute the contract as it said I could. It's been very clear in the court system.
Can you elaborate?
No.
Now, while Steve refuses to elaborate, the fact that he has refused to pay rent and remained in the home for nearly 2 years remains clear. But it seems like you're going to string this out for as long as possible.
I will continue to fight this in the court system as I've been doing, and I will continue to do so. There is not an eviction proceeding on this right now. There's no such thing.
Well, we have a 90-day eviction notice in here from Katrina.
I've not seen that.
Okay, let me show it to you. Have you ever seen this before? The 90 days notice to evict?
No, I mean, I would have seen
31st,
anything that went through the court process. I would have seen. I don't remember seeing this.
So you've never seen this?
No, I don't remember seeing it.
This court document was, in fact, personally served to Steve in hand.
But I don't remember seeing that.
Got it.
Staying on that 100%.
The question is, why are you staying here when you don't own this
I
house?
answered it repeatedly, and you keep wanting to spin it every which way you can.
No,
you don't believe that the court system can handle anything. You don't think that
Not
civil
in Washington
litigation.
State.
Oh, interesting.
There go the cops.
How you guys doing?
You guys been asking me for private property.
Yeah, so is he the owner of the property? Do you have proof of ownership here?
Who are you?
Independent journalist.
Then this is your house?
I'm the one, yes.
Can we see the lease agreement?
No,
'Cause
it's none
we-
of your business. Okay?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm telling you, if this is his property, you have no right to be here.
But our claim is that the owner of the property has said we have full permission to come here.
Who's that?
Katrina.
Oh,
Katrina.
This is her lease. She
Okay.
gave us permission to be here.
So, where's she at?
She's been advised to stay away by his attorney because he's allegedly squatting.
Steady trying to abuse your fucking authority. They got the motherfucking proof, and you just sitting there trying to use that badge like y'all always motherfucking do, little clown ass niggas. What? And try to abuse authority. Like, that's crazy. I never understood that shit, chat. Like, what do y'all think, bro? That shit just dumb.
He's allegedly a squatter.
And you guys are here to
do a story about squatting.
Okay, so you're just not here to do a story. You're injecting yourself into this. Is that what I'm getting?
Do you guys have a previous relationship we should be aware of?
No.
It should be as simple as him providing valid ownership of the...
Him for his lease, sir.
He doesn't have to provide it to you.
Why is that?
How about to you, sir?
No, it's a civil problem.
Wait, so anyone could come to any property and say, I own the property, and you kick the other person out? With that being said, I own the property. Can you disprove otherwise? And if you can't, can you prove he does?
Here's the thing is,
Yeah.
I don't care what property you own.
Sure.
Okay?
So could I come to your house and say I own your property?
No, but you're purposely injecting yourself in here to draw attention to yourselves.
What are you talking about?
Why are you here? We're here.
To get his side of the story.
Maybe he doesn't want to give his side of the story.
Correct, which is why he called you to kick us out.
It's a civil problem. We're looking up the plot ownership right now to see who owns it, registered with the county.
So that's the due diligence you guys should do.
Here's what I wish. I wish I would have shaved better, got my hair done so I looked better for this thing here.
You look good though.
Okay.
So when you say it's all civil problem, can you explain what that means?
If the woman says it's her property and he says he lives here and she says they're squatting, she would have to go to court and go through the entire legal process to have him.
Okay, but I live here now.
Well, you do?
Sure.
Well, good for you.
So kick me out.
It's a civil problem.
Okay, so we're roommates?
That's done through the court.
Damn.
So I've officially...
Fuck. Plot twist. Bruh, ain't no motherfucking way. After he explained this shit to them, he was like, well, I live here now. He said, kick me. He said, I can't. It's a silver thing. He said, oh, I guess we roommates. What? But that shit funny, bruh.
Moved in as of today with that logic.
Well,
and I have a bedroom in the second room.
We can go through this all day long.
But let's simplify it. Let's just look up who has the title here. Okay, we can both agree that's crazy logic though, right?
Steve, I could set up a tent here tonight and you can call the King County Sheriffs and they can't kick me off because it's a civil matter.
Well, tonight, no, we could.
What do you mean?
There's a time frame. You don't live here right now. You can't just move in, instantly have residence.
Dolphin dive through the window, set up a tent.
Still have to live here.
Or an invalid, I have a lease right here.
I'm not telling him he doesn't live here.
I do live here.
How long have you lived here?
10 months.
Well, then you live here.
So here's the deal.
Talk to me.
So this property's in conflict over a civil court about who owns the property, who doesn't, between this gentleman and lady.
And who else?
Katrina Freitag.
Freitag,
So
correct.
he right now by court he has legal right to be here.
Legal right to be here, as do I.
No, he is part right now until the court decides what's going on. He has the right to be here, and he owns the property until
He owns the property? That's what you just found?
It's in court.
Okay, but this is my property.
No, it's not your property.
Yes, it is.
You're not in the civil thing.
Disprove it.
Don't. I just proved it on the phone. You can't.
Who owns the property? We have
Katrina
copy.
Freitag and this gentleman they own the property.
They both own it. So Steve aside, this has become a broader Washington dilemma here.
Oh, shit. Bruh, this nigga is funny, bruh. Hell nah.
Well, there's a civil thing between the three of us potentially now, because I also live here.
Good. How do I know they're the owner? Right?
Sure, I mean, I have the title right here.
Well, you could have typed those at home.
Exactly.
So that's what you're saying.
That's my whole point. This is literally my point.
I know.
Do this to the camera. While the Housing Justice Project was initially created to prevent homelessness during COVID and to provide legal representation for low-income tenants facing eviction in King County, now it seems to protect alleged white-collar squatters who refuse to pay rent in $2 million plus homes they're renting, all at the cost of taxpayers working to survive paycheck to paycheck. What is the point of owning a home in Washington if the law will legally protect someone trying to steal it from you? And what is the point of a law that no longer represents what it means to be moral or ethical? Is that not a broken law?
Please don't say you're going to come to my house again. All right?
Okay, I didn't mean it like
Because
that.
you will regret it.
Go follow Jonathan on X at Shosho.
Abusing
for an
authority again. Abusing authority
Oh
again.
my
It's his,
God.
he come on your property. He say he live. That's the civil right thing. You can't get mad at him.
What?
Shit, y'all just explained it, twin. So shit, it is what it is, man. But look, man, if y'all like the video, man, please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's 2026, man. Happy New Year. And it's your boy Leeko. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out. Peace.